What's up, guys? Alright, so we're back again. This is going to be part 3 of the making a song tutorial. Last time we basically made the beat. The basic idea is here. And I wrote some notes on what we could work on today, just to kind of finish it up, add some, finishing touches and whatnot. And we'll be doing some mixing as well. Okay, so immediately what I notice is that the intro is way too long. So let's get rid of maybe this actually, and we can bring the rest over. Okay, so right here, because we have that little stutter thing, I think we should get rid of this section. So it'll be like... Let me put a 3 kick here because it'll line up. Okay, moving on. This I want longer because it'll hit way harder when the drums come in. So yeah, and we can also copy paste this actually, so it'll have like more variation basically. So yeah, that's basically what I did. I just kind of moved it over, made the intro a little less long, extended the frequency frequency intro. Repeated the time change thing, so it's just going to keep going like that. The interlude piano at the end is the same. Move the drums over, did a little, basically just got rid of some drums here. Okay, so more variation in the main section. I feel like we have that, maybe. What we could do for variation, simply, I think what we're gonna do for variation is basically do some automation. Maybe layering of the chords actually would be good. So we're gonna go to chord, and just to make it more interesting, we can use layer. Here we go. I have to put the actual MIDI in layer. The children are gonna play what's happening in layer, right? What's happening in here, basically. So it should work. Let's see. Yeah. Okay, so it has a little bit of a difference, but I want to actually change the instrument in Citrus, maybe to complement what's happening in Vital a little bit more. So let's choose a different thing. And this is what I'm talking about when you kind of just have it, like you just choose whatever instrument, and then you basically just play the song in a certain section, whatever, and you just change the instrument. It's really nice. I like doing that. Usually you're going to be doing this a lot. Okay, so I think I like that. What's cool about layer is obviously you can, I mean, I didn't do this, but you can have like this part, right, on 2 and this one on 8, but you just have the same MIDI playing, so. And then you can EQ them differently. You don't hear the slapback marimba as much. But if I put it on 9, because the EQ is, well, I essentially didn't do anything with EQ, you hear it come through way more. And I think it's because I got rid of some of the high end on this one. Let's add another layer actually, maybe some more lower stuff. So I'm going to use Citrus again, and we're going to put this one on 10. And we're going to go to layer and set children. So we're going to go that, this, and what I'm doing, by the way, is just Control Shift to like select multiple things, and then you just click left click to select it. Okay. So you set children once they've that once they've been selected, let's just press a random one and then show children. Perfect. So these are the three. That's what we want. So now, if we go to the third citrus, we want more of a lower kind of thing happening. So maybe we can go to this one. I don't know. That's way too much. That's a lot of noise, actually. I don't know what this is. So I actually do like that, but it's a lot. So we're going to bring it down, and we're just going to get rid of the up to 100 about. So maybe just like that, actually. So that adds some deep tones to it, which I really like. And we'll fix more of like the mixing part after. So basically, I want to do some automation now for the chords. So we can do some delay, we can do some reverb. Let's just start with that. If we want to put some reverb on this section of the, let's just put it on instruments since we have all three of them here. Or we could make a chord bus, actually, maybe. You know what? That sounds like a good idea. Let's make a chord bus. So we'll just rename this chord bus, and we're going to color it preferably the same color. Okay, and we're going to disconnect it from that, and we're going to Alt and use the arrow keys to bring it all the way back up here. So now we're going to essentially connect these three to this one. So we're going to disconnect it from this. Or what we could have done is, so we control select these three channels, and then we go here to chord bus, we right click, and we go route to this track only. So that means that these, if we click on them, they're only routed to this track. This is what we want. And the chord bus, we want it routed to instruments, which is routed to pre-master, which is routed to master. Okay. If you guys want like a more in-depth guide, or like I don't know how this stuff works better, like, you know, just let me know in the comments. I'll try to go over it as best as I can. So anyway, what we want to do essentially on this channel, because we want to control the reverb for all three instruments which are in the layer of the chord, right? So we're going to put we're not going to put it directly on the bus. What we're going to do is we're going to create another track here, and we're going to call it reverb chord. And we can just leave it here. We are going to bring this, and we're going to connect it to the reverb chord. We're going to put the reverb on reverb chord. So we're going to put reverb 2, for example. We can go cathedral. We're going to bring down the dry, put the wet all the way up. Then from chord bus, we're going to go to fruity send. So we put fruity send on it, and we route it to reverb chord. And what that's going to do basically is whenever this plays, it's going to send it to this, which is going to be just the reverb, right? And we control it with the this thing. So it's just, I know this is a little bit more complicated than just slapping the reverb on the mixer, but you just have a lot more control over the reverb sound. So I'll give you an example. Right now it's at 100% reverb. It's way too much reverb, okay? So we're gonna bring that down we can also have delay. So we can do the same exact thing except with delay. The reason why we do this is because we can automate these. We'll just create an automation clip. So delay chord, we'll just put it here for now. And we can do the same thing with reverb. So now we have control over the delay and reverb. So if we want the intro to be like pretty substantial, I guess, like when it hits, when it comes in, which is here, we want to have these at 0, and then when they come in here, right, so let's just copy this value for now, put that there, paste that value, and then we'll bring this down, and we can like have it rise up, or we can just have it come in immediately. I think we can have it rise up. I think that might be good. So paste that, we'll have it rise up a bit, put that down a bit. Okay, so we can also use this to not only for an intro, but for variation as well. So right here, I feel like we can just drop the reverb. Let's paste that. Sorry, don't want that there. Okay, we could just drop the the delay. Paste value right here for a little bit. So let's see how that sounds. Okay, not much of a difference. Okay, so after much experimentation, I feel like the delay doesn't really add much because of the reverb, like it's kind of redundant. So we're gonna get rid of the delay. Okay, ear candy. So ear candy is basically just random sounds that we can put anywhere just to like add a little bit more variation, basically. This guy, he makes really cool glitchy sounds, so we can use this. Shout out to Stinger Beats. But yeah, you can download his, he has a bunch of free like packs that you can download off of, online. So I would definitely recommend getting that. It's pretty cool. If you ever want to make like break-ins type stuff, like this is what he makes basically, and it's really, really fitting for that. This is like extremely basic of an example, but like it's just little things that you can add to your track to make it more interesting. So yeah, this is just an example. I don't really like these 100% at all, actually. This is cool, but yeah, ear candy, just something I wanted to cover, basically. Okay, risers. Studio has a bunch, because yeah, risers are great for transitions. So if we put that there, let's just make it shorter. It just adds a little more something, you know? You should have like transitions for like everything. So like we want one here, right? Because the drums are coming back again. So let's put that there. Okay, another thing is ambience. Scary ass ambience. So this just adds more texture to your track. Let's just put this one. You can also like take the ambience and then make sure like it's in the right key and whatnot, and then you can basically just make chords. Okay, and we're gonna copy that and see how that sounds. So yeah, we can put that there and it'll follow the chord. So if we get rid of this, just for memes. And this is on 7. Let's turn that down because it's a bit overwhelming. I think I'm just gonna lower the lows sorry, the highs just a little bit, because it's a bit overwhelming. I'm going to lower this as well, because it's also a bit overwhelming, and we're just going to take out the lows so that we can have the lows nice and present. Yeah, so something that's good to do is if you want your your drums and especially your hi-hats to come through more, we should put a little tint right here. I feel like the bass should be lower. And that's why we get rid of this part so that the bass can come through. We're gonna put a sub. I think it's gonna sound better. And we're going to use Citrus for this, because I saw that it had some nice sub. For this, we're going to just copy the bass pattern. So the sub is basically that area. We can get rid of all of that. And we can boost that a bit. Hell yeah, alright. That sounds awesome. Okay, so now it's just a bit of leveling. Basically, the final part is to get the master higher and put a limiter on it, actually, and just. What I'm doing here basically is I'm playing with the threshold and the ratio, and yeah, basically the gain just makes up for the threshold, because when you lower it, it gets quieter. But yeah, I'm just playing with these three knobs. I don't want it to be too clippy. That's the sound, because sometimes if you lower the threshold too much, it kind of you can hear it working. You don't necessarily want to hear it too much. We can put a saturator. Yeah, okay, this is a nice one. Okay, so one last thing that I want to change before we finish this video is the gross beat stuff. So I think I'm going to put a little bit more variation in it, and then after that we should be done. Right here I want something, so okay, so after some gross beat, basically I'll just show you what I what I did here quickly. I just played with the volume a little bit, but mostly the time. So yeah, basically I just did some basic 1, 2, I believe 7, 8, 9, and then I kind of just let it go down a bit, and it was pretty interesting, so I kept it, and then I played with some time, basically to just cut out, sorry, I played with the volume to just cut out some pieces here, which added a little bit more bounce and variation. Again, guys, thank you so much for watching and sticking with this. This is really fun to do, and I will definitely be doing more. Let me know what I should do next time, if I should keep working on this, if I should add to this, I don't know, or just start something new. If you guys want to pick my brain about anything in particular, let me know in the comments. And yeah, it was really fun.